When it comes to money grinding in Gran Turismo 7, well, there's so many vehicles you can choose from, but for me, these are the best vehicles to use for money grinding in the game. So today we're gonna go over the WTC 700 around Le Mans as well as the WTC 600 around Tokyo Expressway, and I'm gonna show you my essential vehicles for money grinding in 2025. So starting off with the WTC 700 around Le Mans, my vehicle of choice is one that a lot of people will not actually have any interest in, and that is this. This is the Aston Martin DP100 Vision GT vehicle. Now I know before you bite my head off, let me explain why. Yes, it's a Vision GT vehicle, so it's not really a fan favorite. Does it look the best? No. But when I tell you this vehicle is an absolute weapon when it comes to money grinding. Now, if you want to get your hands on this vehicle, it is going to cost you 1 million credits, which is quite a lot of money. But I mean, every Vision GT vehicle comes in at a price of 1 million credits. Then, if you still want to get it under the 700 performance points mark, well, all you really need to add is a ballast. Once you add a ballast, set on over to 24, slap on some racing hard tires, and you are ready to go. This vehicle is more than capable of getting it done, and to just prove to you how good it is, we're gonna test it out right now. Now when it comes to using the Aston Martin DP100 Vision GT, what you want to do is slap the vehicle on over to fuel map level 6. Now what's essential, you have to have a manual transmission and shift early. Before it even comes up on the rev counter on screen, you need to have shifted. You're gonna have to listen to how the engine revs, and the longer you use it, the more you'll know, okay, where I need to shift. Because with the turbocharger, or the way it really builds boost, it reaches boost, it's like a mid-range RPM turbocharger. So when you let go all the way to red line, you are like out of the power band. You're really missing out on power. That was actually close with the Lamborghini, I won't even lie. So you want to just keep shifting up early, and even with it on fuel map level 6, this vehicle is capable of going well over 300 kilometers per hour. And you'll see, as you actually shift up, you'll feel like the vehicle actually has a boost of power, and you just keep pushing. See there, 320 kilometers per hour before you need to slam on the brakes. And I just overcooked it. We're gonna ignore that. I'm probably gonna get a massive penalty, but regardless, this vehicle is just incredibly fast. What I like about this vehicle is that you don't have to really tailor your driving style. You can just jump in and go. There's no lot of stories, there's no lots of concerning factors that, okay, you need to remember this, need to remember that. It's only just shift up early and you're good to go. That's all. And then you can still set fast lap times. Now with the vehicle on fuel map level 6, we can see we still have 90% of fuel remaining, as we're over halfway through the circuit. So this vehicle is also great for fuel consumption, and it's just a good vehicle to use overall. So even with running a circuit twice, I still managed to complete my first initial lap with a 4-minute lap, which is really respectable. So we see that we're actually coming in to pit now at the end of the 4th lap, because that's how far one tank of fuel took us. And we don't need to change tire compound, but I'm just gonna change tire compound and we're gonna leave it there. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna leave it and I'm gonna refuel the car, and I'm gonna do a full tank, so then I can drop the fuel map and have it at a more power mix. That way we can get more power and go a bit faster. So that's a goal with now coming out of this pit stop. There we go. A sub 4-minute lap at 3:51. And I think as the previous laps I did in the sun were absolutely horrible. They were trash. But this just goes to show you how fast the Aston Martin DP1 is. A 3-minute 51-second lap. I have previously done a 3 minute and 49 second lap time in this vehicle. That's why I can personally say this vehicle is a very good vehicle to use for this event. Now, I did just have bad runs here. You are, remember, we are on fuel map level 3. That's why I am able to do a bit more of a higher top speed coming down the straightaways. But this is just really a fast vehicle. So it's something that you really need to consider picking up and trying out. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, that is another sub 4-minute lap. What I'm going to do is actually stop before the line. Reason being, I don't want to do an 8 lap. So we're going to finish off with 7 laps completed. And I was going to have to dive into the pits again to refuel if I wanted to do an 8 lap. But I don't want to. I don't need to do all that. And because of that, here we go. This is the WTC 700 completed with the Aston Martin DP100, an absolutely fantastic vehicle that gapped the opponents. And looking at them on the map, they are like halfway through the circuit, so I have more than enough time to just sit here and wait and just talk to you guys, because that's how fast the Aston Martin DP100 is. But if you think you have a faster vehicle for the WTC 700, let me know, because I'm actually planning that every Monday I'm gonna start live streaming and just testing out your best money methods to see which is the best way to make money in Gran Turismo 7. What's the best setup, best vehicle to use for a certain track. So if you're interested in that, let me know in your thoughts in the comment section, and I will be going live for the first time on the 13th of January. So with that being said, let's just complete this event so then we can move on to our second vehicle and the WTC 600 around Tokyo Expressway. Still, this is my go-to. This is the Honda Beat. Now, the Honda Beat is not standard because we see that this Honda Beat is swapped with the engine out of the Honda Civic. There's a K20 swap Honda Beat, and it produces an insane amount of power. I mean, fully upgraded. I mean, if we run through a spec list, we have racing hard tires, fully customizable suspension, differential, maxed out downforce in both front and rear, ECU set 200, no ballast, no power restrictor. Your transmission is racing, high RPM turbocharger, anti-lag, still set so strong, racing into. You cannot get a more higher upgraded Honda Beat in this, because that's how fast this vehicle is. Now what I actually want to do is extend this gear, and I'll show you in a bit why. Because this vehicle is insanely fast. So with that being said, let's take it around Tokyo Expressway and I'm going to show you why this vehicle is so good. When using on the Beat, what you want to do is jump on, set the vehicle on over to fuel map level 6, and we're just going to short shift. The reason for this is just a fuel saving tactic. We're going to try and keep the vehicle out of the pits as long as possible, and well, the fact that we are still able to do well over 300 kilometers per hour before we need to brake for the first corner is just insane. Now we gotta remember, with this event the circuit is wet, so you do need to watch out for large puddles, because with using racing hard tires it is gonna be sketchy. Now you see I'm braking for the first corner, and that's due to the fact of we cannot wall grind for the first half of this event. Due to the fact of if we try to wall grind, we will just light up the rear wheels and we will end up spinning out. So to avoid that, we're just not gonna wall grind, and we're gonna take it properly. We're gonna do the event properly and just try and set fast lap times. Now the scary thing about it is, with the circuit being a bit wet and us being on racing hard tires, the vehicle does want to slide, so you might need to catch it out a few times, but it's nothing that's really gonna impede your driving style, or you just need to be careful honestly when driving it and be able to catch the slide. It's not gonna just bite you immediately, so you do have some moments to catch it. So yeah, just watch out when trying the vehicle out. Now why I'm not the biggest fan of this event, to be honest with you, is due to the fact of it's not consistent with the way it gives out its clean race bonus. because I can do a run. That was just terrible. I can do a run where I will not hit any cars. I won't wall grind anything. I'll do a perfectly clean race, and I will find myself just not getting a clean race bonus. I won't get it. Whereas I'll do another race where somehow I make contact with a vehicle, I'll wall grind, and still I'll get a clean race bonus from there. I don't like the inconsistency, and until Gran Turismo adds a feature that like an indicator to say, hey look here, you lost your clean race bonus, I'm not really gonna be jumping for this event. That's complete honesty from my end, because I'll always stick to WTC 700, because yes, it does take longer, but I'm guaranteed 825,000 credits every single time I try it out. So I'd rather spend 6 minutes longer doing that, knowing hey, I'm gonna get like 300,000 more. So it's completely up to you which method you want to try out, but for me, I just prefer the WTC 700. Look at this, easily sitting at 340 kilometers per hour. It's just it's incredible that the vehicle is able to do that and still have the stopping power. Okay, we did hit the wall, but the fact that we didn't slam into the wall is just incredible. And due to the fact that we're able to do 340 kilometers per hour, we absolutely run away from the opponents, and that just gives us such a massive lead. And the thing is, if you look at how many laps of fuel remaining, we still have 11.5 laps of fuel remaining, which is just insane. So when it comes to fuel consumption, we beat out the opponents. When it comes to top speed, we beat out the opponents. That's why I say that this is such an overpowered vehicle to use for this event. Yes, there are other engine swaps that are faster down the straight line, but when it comes to fuel consumption, this is next to none. It's incredible how light it is on fuel. Now, the Suzuki Cappuccino that has the Mazda engine swap in it, that vehicle is also incredible, but for me, I honestly prefer the Honda Beat. Even though that the RX-7 swapped Suzuki Cappuccino is faster, I just really prefer this. I find this a lot easier to control, and that's why this is gonna be my go-to for this event. So at the end of lap 7, we're gonna dive into pits. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna change my tires, swap on racing oil compound, so you can see the tires are absolutely worn in the rears. So fuel, what I'm gonna do, 100%. Why I'm letting it run up to 100%? Yes, it does take longer to refuel the vehicle like this, but when I come out, what I can do now is take my fuel map and switch it on over to fuel map level 1. Fuel map level 1, I have only lap 9, 10, 11 and 12, so that's 4 laps to do. I have 11 laps of fuel remaining, and with it being on fuel map level 1, with me being able now to run it to red line, I'm going to be setting blistering fast lap times. 1 minute 53, my new fastest lap time. And just like that, look at that, 350 kilometers per hour coming out of the tunnel, and of course red lining. If I extend the gears, we can do well over 360, because it's limiting now at 360. And this is now the event done, sub 25-minute run. So look, sub 25 minutes is good in my opinion. I can do this faster. The goal is, by the end of all the live streaming, by the end of the year, this car needs to be doing sub 24 minutes. Okay, whoa, wait, let me relax. That's a bit ambitious. I don't even know if that's possible, but the vehicle needs to be doing at least 24 minutes 20 seconds, somewhere around there. we need to be setting a lot faster lap times, and I believe we can do that with the Honda Beat. So these are my two favorite vehicles. Oh, let's go. We got a clean race bonus. Let's go. That's what I'm saying. I'm so excited because I did not know whether or not I got it. So for the WTC 700, Aston Martin DP100 Vision GT is my go-to and my best. And secondly, for the WTC 600 is the Honda Beat. As you saw, this vehicle is just insanely fast, over 360 kilometers per hour, and it can still do a lot more. It's an absolute weapon, and one, if you have not tried it out yet, I highly recommend you do. So with this being said, I want to know your thoughts in the comment section down below. What are your go-to money grinding vehicles for 2025? And with this being said, I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.